Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bill Levinson, managing partner of Levinson and Associates. With me today, I have Andrew Paris, our brokerage manager, and of course, Kevin, our agency Automator programmer, is on with us as well. So thank you to both of you, and most important, thank you to all of our agents that are spending time with us this afternoon. I know how busy your schedules are, so I also know how important it is that everyone walks away with some great nuggets of information to help change your practice. Okay, that's the name of the game. And as much as you love us, if you don't walk away with some good info and learn something new, then we're going to do you no good. So very important to us. Okay, so real quick, we're going to dive into Insure Me Now Direct, our agency automator updates. We'll give you a 100-foot overview of both platforms. I think this is very, very important, especially growing your business in this new era. And, you know, it's so important. And the way we got to this presentation or webinar, if you will, was I was having dinner with an older agent. I know he's on the call right now, so I won't tell you his age, but he's a good friend of mine. He's been in the business a long time, qualified for MDRT numerous times, very, very successful. He's now, I won't tell you his exact age, but let's just say between 65 and 75, and I won't tell you exactly. So, but I think it's important, and the reason why I bring that up is this is a gentleman who has been in our business a very, very long time. He's very successful, okay, as I just mentioned, and he worked for a career type of carriers in the past and went out to the independent brokerage space probably about 10, 15 years now. And, you know, yes, he writes monster cases that are, you know, 50 to 200,000 of annual premium, but he also will jump in his car and drive to a Starbucks, okay, for a $50 a month term case. And the way he looks at it, building his book of business, and that consumer might have friends, family, right, a new referral for him. And then B, you know, 5, 10 years down the road, you can talk about converting, right? Or if they don't need the policy anymore, maybe even a life settlement option, which, by the way, we have in-house now. So there's so many different legs coming out. So yes, it's a $50 a month case, but it can lead to other things. And this gentleman will literally drive in his car 40 to 50 miles for a $600 a year case. Okay, so that just goes to show you, you know, his type of work ethic, which in this industry is so important. I mean, this man has literally taken his family to Disney World and stopped on the way there to literally knock door to door for 2 appointments in a living room at a house on the way to Disney World in Orlando. So that goes to show you, you know, yes, his work ethic and how dedicated he is, and he is willing to do whatever it takes. So anyway, here's what happened. He knows I'm into technology and social media and CRM and marketing online and all that other fun stuff. And, you know, he kind of looked at it like, you know, yes, it's cool, it works, I don't really understand it, and can it really change my business at the end of the day, right? And that was always his thought. And he never really spent time, resources, and creating, you know, social media ads or anything. So he went through his days and yes, built his book, and he's very successful and doing great. And here's what happened. So there's always an eye-opener experience. So anyway, one of his clients needed a term quote. He ran the term quote and sent them the application to fill out. And this particular client, right, in his younger 30s, mid-30s, said to him, hey, you know, we'll call him Robert, you know, just for the sake of this webinar. Hey, Robert, you know, you told me the best term quote, okay, and I trust you, and my family has bought policies from you, and you told me it was the best term quote, the most competitive price. It was $1 million of term. Here I am, I'm on social media. In fact, it was Instagram. And I came across a ad. It was just a picture that somebody posted, another agent, and it talks about getting $1 million for $36 a month, which is half of the premium, okay, it may be a little bit less, but let's say roughly 40% less of what he was quoted from Robert, right? The best agent in the world, so he says, and he's got the best products. Meanwhile, this other agent destroyed his premium on the same type of term product. So anyway, turned out after Robert dug a little deeper, called us, and we figured out what the product was. It happened to be that new Vitality Hancock program where if you prove that you're healthy and getting healthier and staying healthy every year, you get to keep that very inexpensive term premium. Okay, so what Robert quoted was a different carrier where you don't have to prove your health year after year. Okay, we all know that Hancock has that Vitality program and the premium is unbelievable, but the downside is the client has to prove that they're healthy every single year the policy's in force, or else the premium can go up. Okay, that's simple. Now, the point behind all of this is when Robert saw that his client, who trusted him, right, went on social media, did a search for life insurance, and found this post or this picture that literally almost cut his premium in half. And this client, if he didn't have the relationship with Robert that his family had, and that he was told that, you know, Robert is the man when it comes to insurance, Robert would have bought the product or policy from this other agent who he didn't even know. In fact, the agent wasn't even in the same states. But the agent was creative. The agent was marketing himself on social media for free. Okay, so he was literally this close, an inch away from losing this client to some stranger agent in another state, just because that agent was creative with his marketing. Okay, that's when he said, Bill, we're meeting for dinner. I got to pick your brain. I got to get going. Today, he's up and running with Agency Automator. He's even paid for Facebook and Instagram ads. He's using our free website. He's going to launch Insure Me Now Direct. And here he is today. Now he's still running his day-to-day book and driving to Starbucks and the clients' homes and whatever it is. But he's got all of this running in the background. In fact, he's already got a few new, fresh leads from social media. So the point is, don't steer away from what you're doing every day, and, you know, don't start spending a half a day on social media, but have this stuff running in the background, because as your day-to-day, let's say it grows or stays the same or even goes on a slight decline, you have all of this running in the background. And it might be small policies now, but after a matter of time, it's going to start building. And the reason why, it's because your clients, okay, yes, they love you and know you and swear by you, but their children and grandchildren are on social media and they're Google searching, who is this Bill Levinson guy? And if you're not up, it's like real estate. It's like having prime real estate on the side of I-95. If you have your big billboard out there, they're going to stop and say hello. If they have no idea who Bill Levinson is, they're going to drive right by you. That's how you need to look at, let's say, social media, Facebook, Instagram, your website, all of the above, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So I don't want to rant any longer. I want to dive right in here. We'll go to slide 2. We have some great takeaways. You can literally go click on the 3 red icons on the right side. You can do that now or save them. One is leads for contracting. So if you're appointed right now with another IMO, or let's say a GA, if you're in one of those multi-level marketing groups, which I don't recommend, but whatever you want to do is fine. If you want to transfer at least one carrier over, we can get you set up under Levinson. You get all of our tools, and then of course you get free leads with your first application, and we match or beat your existing commission grid. So if you want to print out that coupon right side, social media white paper is in the middle, and then we have a YouTube white paper, how to create these 1-minute or 5-minute videos. We give you tips and tricks all around marketing online. It's very important these days. I'm telling you right now, and most of this is free. So print that out when you get a chance, or we will send out a thank you email to all attendees at the end of the webinar, and we'll include everything in there, including our 1-minute Sell While You Sleep video that was in all of our social media this past week. Okay, what's new at Levinson? Now, real quick, so I don't want to toot my own horn or sound conceited, but I'm very familiar with CRM and e-blasting and social media. And the reason why, okay, if you know me, great. If not, that's okay too. I'm 42 years old, and I grew up in this business, okay, literally. I mean, I remember going to birthday parties. My father would wrap my friends' birthday gifts in life insurance applications, okay? And the reason why is because he wanted the kid to open the gift and say, Billy, what is this Philadelphia Life insurance application that's around my toy truck, okay? And it was to spark life insurance conversation, which would lead to a quote, which would lead to an application, okay? So that's how I grew up. I've learned this business inside and out from all sides, and we literally went from 300 local agents to almost 17,000 agents in almost every city in the U.S. today, okay, in a very short 22-year time frame. And the reason why? Social media marketing, driving traffic to a website, and e-blasting, email blasting. That simple. That's how we were built in a nutshell. So do I know it works? Abso-freaking-lutely, it works. And that's why we're sitting here for an hour, okay, trying to show you all of the tips, tricks, and technology. You don't have to dive in head first, but start slow with a website and at least maybe Facebook or Instagram. We're going to show you some tips and tricks, but please pay attention, listen, take some notes. If you don't win and succeed, we don't win and succeed, okay? We're all in this together. We don't charge for this. When you write an application, that's when we make money. So obviously, we want to encourage you to get up and running and change your practice. We also know we have to change constantly because, you know, what I knew 10 years ago, what worked 10 years ago is different today. So we're always out there pushing the envelope, if you will. We have our new Bill Levinson Experience podcast. In fact, if you go check it out, it's in your Android App Store or your Apple iTunes App Store, or you can go on Stitcher, Pandora. You can go to our website, check it out. You can even go to YouTube and check it out, okay? Bill Levinson Experience. If you leave a review on iTunes or on your Apple phone, okay, leave a review, do a screenshot, email it to me. I will send you our new Iul prospecting book, no charge on me, and obviously I'll take care of shipping. So send me that screenshot and email it to me, and you are in. That's simple. Okay, moving forward, we created 2 new extensions of Levinson and Associates called the Iul Experience and the Final Expense Experience. So the Final Expense Experience is so cool because, you know, lately you're hearing about all of these IMOs, they're marketing 110% or 115% commission. Now, that happens to be on the most expensive final expense product in the world, but we're having our agents call us and say, hey, I saw these other agencies, they're marketing this crazy commission level, and turns out all they have is final expense, and you're literally 10 to 25 layers under the IMO, okay? It's called multi-level marketing, folks, just like Amway. So be very careful. Ask the question, okay? Are you under anyone? Is there 7 layers from you to the GA who's under the MGA, who's under the MGA2, who's under the IMO? So ask questions. If you want that crazy high commission level, we have it too. We start at 115% with final expense, Lumico, in fact. So we have the same product, in fact, even more commissions. We put together this whole website called Final Expense Experience. We have all the co-op lead programs, mailers, all the best products. Everything is attached. And then right above that in the middle, we did the same exact thing for the IULExperience.com. Same exact concept. We also tied in, we have the top 2 Index UL trainers flying in from Kentucky on August 23rd. We're going to have a whole day of IUL training. If you're an IUL pro veteran, great. If you're a rookie, you've never sold an IUL, great. This is the class for you. Very private. It's a great setting. We're going to bring in breakfast. There's no carriers involved, okay? So this is 100% about you to make sure that you are comfortable and you have new tips, tricks, secrets, and insight to the IUL part of the industry to sell more product, okay? That's going to be a great day. We have agents flying in from all over the U.S. Don't miss that. August 23rd, we'll go over details. In fact, we'll include that in today's thank you email as well. Okay, let's move forward, Drew. Okay, real quick, you're going to see a bunch of national marketing. We have 2 press releases, a bunch of e-blasts going out. We're in the Tech Guide of Insurance Newsnet in November. You're going to see a bunch of marketing material around Sell While You Sleep, okay? I don't want to confuse everyone. I'm going to make this very black and white, cut and dry, very simple to understand. Okay, so we are about a week to 10 days away from launching. Okay, if you go to InsureMeNowDirect.com, that's the official website. InsureMeNowDirect.com, the official website for our new platform. This is a game changer. Okay, this is Amazon for insurance. I've said it a million times. I'm going to say it again. Think of Ladder Life. Think of Ethos. Okay, they have one carrier, one product. They're putting in millions and millions of dollars of marketing. I heard them on the way to work this morning on satellite radio. They're all over the place. Okay, this is the same concept. Okay, but there's 2 very important distinctions. A, you're going to have over 10 products to choose from with 3 carriers behind them. Okay, B, and the most important part, you control it and you get paid commissions and renewals, okay? Not some third-party company that's overseas. You handle everything. It's your own direct-to-consumer platform or portal. That's simple, okay? Now, if you're sitting in front of a client, turn your laptop or cell phone around and sign them up right online. If they find your website, if you send out an e-blast, if you network with a real estate company or bank, financial institution, whoever finds or goes on your website, the client can run a quote. They can obviously pick or bundle different products, apply online, policy sent directly to them. We even have some guaranteed issue products. It's that simple. You get paid full commission plus renewals, and it's your customer. So you're building your book of business. This has never been done before. We have 3 carriers today. We have 2 carriers that literally are coming on board within 8 weeks, okay? So this is only the beginning. We'll have 5 carriers and over 14 products by the end of 2019. So this is going to be a game changer. You have a great opportunity to get in at the ground floor. It's free. We're not selling anything to you. The only thing I'm encouraging you, if you have your own website, great. If you don't, we're going to show you what our agency Automator free website looks like, how to start driving traffic, how to start sending out e-blasts. We're going to show you all of the above. So Insure Me Now Direct is also, okay, listen to this for a minute. I love this part. You're going to see a lot of marketing and branding by us. So we're marketing this Insure Me Now Direct website, but the difference between ours and the one you'll be marketing or selling from, ours, the client can't run a quote and can't apply. All we're doing is we're driving traffic to the website, and when the client wants to run a quote, they have to put name, number, email, zip code in, right, to get a quote, and then that lead goes to the agent that is closest to the zip code of that particular lead that came in. So let's say you're in the 33067 zip code, that lead came in from 33067, you get an email instantly. If you're one of our agents and you're in the platform, you get an email instantly. That client automatically flows to your site. You can pick up the phone, call them, hop in your car if it's big enough or important enough. You handle it however you want. It's a free lead that came to you. So that is InsureMeNowDirect.com. Now, you're going to also hear the term sell while you sleep. Same exact thing. It's the same platform. The only difference is that is the marketing version to you. So when we talk about, oh, you got to jump in the Sell While You Sleep platform, that is so you can get your Insure Me Now Direct website out there to the masses. So Insure Me Now Direct, retail facing, Sell While You Sleep is agent facing. this is also a great time for you to recruit agents because nobody has access to anything even remotely close to this unless you're a Levinson agent. So great opportunity, and I'm so excited about this. It's a dream come true. We're giving you a little sneak peek right now. I'm going to move kind of quick because Kevin has some slides he's going to go over, and then Andrew's going to wrap it up, and then we have a tablet to give away at the end. So we're going to move kind of quick. Let's jump right in here. So as soon as the client finds your Insure Me Now Direct site, so there's going to be a picture of you in the top right corner, your phone number, your contact info, everything that has to do with you, okay? Very simple. They're going to jump into your site, right? And if they have questions or they don't know what critical illness means or term life, we have videos, we have testimonials, we'll have the request quote link. Everything is right at their fingertips. And as soon as they jump into the quote page, let's show the next slide. It's very, very easy. And we wanted to make this user friendly so a client can jump in, right, without having an agent on the phone, which is the whole direct to consumer mindset. So as soon as your client jumps in, they get a choice. We have these cute little pictures, life, critical illness, DI, accident, senior. They can also bundle products. The next button says start your journey after they pick whichever product they're interested in. Now we're going to move kind of quick. We're going to show you the e-application that's online. Very, very simple. If you notice Ryan Reynolds, top right corner picture of Ryan, that's going to be you. Okay, we'll get the quote going here. We need a little bit of information to get the ball rolling. I'm on the left side now, folks. State, zip code, birthday, gender, do you use tobacco, next. And then the next page goes to the right side. You pick whatever product type you're interested in, hit next. Let's go to the next screen here. By the way, this is all real time, very, very quick. So based on your age, state, gender, this is what products are available to you for whatever grouping the client picked. Real quick, CancerWise Plus, we have the brochures on the right side. Coverage amount available, they can pick and choose. Buckle up, Buttercup. It's time to get your quote. One more easy step, you're off to the races. Again, we're keeping this cute, funny. We're making it very user-friendly from the client's perspective. On the right side, we show the product name, benefit of the amount, the quotes, and then, of course, riders, the Apply Now button, and boom, all of that information gets populated into an e-app. The client fills out the rest. And most of these products are either approved instantly, okay, or within 24 hours, some even guaranteed issue. As they go throughout the application, we have this little progress bar on the top that will show them how far they've got or how far they have to go, but it's very easy. Most of this stuff is sold in less than 5 to 7 minutes. So very, very simple. And again, we now have 3 products. We have 2 more that just came on board. One, I can't mention the name. It's a household name that every family and baby literally has heard of. Okay, I just gave you a hint there, and you can figure out the rest. Okay, let's move forward here. A couple testimonials, which I think is awesome. Okay, we're going to end with that. Kevin is going to take the wheel from here. Now, you're excited about this. You want to be a part of this. Yes, it's free. Kevin, his job is to make sure that our agents are comfortable with the free website and the basic CRM. Okay, there's a $9.95 monthly hosting fee if you want to get the website and the basic CRM, but we take care of everything else. That's the basic plan. Then we have a deluxe plan if you really want to get into driving traffic. Kevin's going to show you what's available. And then as soon as he's done, me and Andrew are going to wrap up, give away the tablet, and then it's up to you at that point. Kevin, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, thanks, Kevin.
Can you see my screen?
Yep, we do.
All right, good deal. All right, thanks, Bill. Thanks, Andrew. All right, welcome, everyone. I may have even spoken to some of you out there, so if I did, then hello again. My name's Kevin. I'm responsible for the Agency Automator program. So what I'm going to do right now is take you through a high-level overview of Agency Automator, talk about some of the things that we're working on, and really kind of give you an idea of the power of this program. So Agency Automator is not just one thing. It's actually multiple things. It's a very comprehensive platform that includes several different components. There's a CRM program, so that stands for Customer Relationship Manager. You could import your clients into the CRM, and we allow you to import only your clients into the CRM. So there's an import tool here. You can then manage your clients. So you could go to the management tool. You could find them in the database. You can access their account. You can put in their spousal information. You can put in birth dates. You could put in all kinds of other information. You could set up reminders for birth dates, wedding anniversaries, product renewals. So there's a lot of different tools here. So I'm going to kind of just run you through it pretty quickly because we do a much more detailed training on everything that I'm going to show you here Monday through Friday. And I'll kind of end with that and show you the training schedule and how you can get on board with that. So there's a lot of different tools inside the actual contact record in the CRM. You can assign categories, so you can create an unlimited number of categories: life, clients, health, clients, A list, B list. You control that. You create your categories, you add them into someone's record. You could add files into their record. So if you have some brochure, PDF, Excel, PowerPoint, you want to store it electronically, because keep in mind, this is a web-based program. So anywhere you can access the internet, you're sitting on a beach somewhere with your tablet, you want to get in, check a few things, maybe send out an email campaign, that you can do that with the system. So you could access those files, you could add tasks and set reminders for those. And our system actually, on all the reminders, whether it's a birth date reminder, task, product renewal, we send you out a daily email. So you get that email to remind you, hey, this is important to you, so we're reminding you about it. You could add notes, so you met with somebody, you talked to them, type up some notes, just add it in there and add it into the record. There's a little filtering tool for the CRM, so you could filter out people based on the categories that you assigned them, like life clients, health clients, et cetera. You could filter them based upon zip codes or cities. So this just allows you to go in and grab people out of the database that you want to export the file, or you want to go in and build an email campaign. Now, when you send out an email campaign to your clients, then you got several different tools here that you can use. You could send an email to one person. You could send it to a list of people that you imported, or some list that you created. And you could set what we call a sci-fi campaign. It's a set it and forget it campaign. These are birth date, holiday type emails that you set up one time. Once you set it up, you're done. You don't need to mess with it again unless you want to change it. So every year, your client's going to get that birth date email. Every year, they're going to get those holiday emails that you set up. Now, you may not think that's important, but it is important. Those touch points, you reaching out back to those clients on a regular basis with these key events like birthdays and holidays and so on. Those are all important events. And, you want to stay top of mind with your client at all times, and you want to stay present in their inbox. And this system automatically sends out those emails to help you do that. Because if there's another opportunity that's going to arise, and if they're thinking about, hey, I need insurance for this or that, then they're going to be reaching back out to the people that they know. And, hopefully that connection is already there and it's been made. So when you go to build emails, there's a ton of templates. There's like 150 different templates in here. And what a template is, it's a message. It's an actual message. So let's say you choose a newsletter. We have 6 different newsletters. So if you're not sending newsletters to your clients right now, this is an opportunity to do that. It's another one of those kind of regular communication points, that you can send throughout the course of the year. Send them once a month, send them once a quarter, whatever you like to do. And you pick the topic. We have retirement, we have taxes, we have financial, we have even a lifestyle newsletter, like, hey, you want to lose a little bit of weight or something like that. So all kinds of newsletters, they're all professionally written. You can personalize them really quickly just by popping in all your contact information from your user profile. So we're trying to make everything simple. So you don't have to worry about designing, creating an email. All you got to do is do a good job of putting your information in your user profile, and then select it, and boom, it's in there. So there's Joe Lochran's smiling face, his contact information, the agency Automator logo. You could put buttons in here that you store in your contact profile as well. So if I want to select a button, here's some buttons that were created, like get quote. I just pop it in, hit insert, boom, there's a button. Now, when you send out emails, and we teach this in our class, our best practices class that we do every Friday at 2 o'clock Eastern. You need to include like call to action items in every email that you send out, because what you're doing is you're asking people to take action with something in your email message. And when you do that, and when they connect with that, like in this case, they click on some get quote link, then that's going to take them to a website. That's going to take them to a form. That's going to take them to a quoting page. And then they have the opportunity to interact with you there. And that's what generates leads, and that's what generates sales. So that's a critical part of our overall program. This is not just a software program. It's a strategy. It's a selling system. So when you're reaching out to clients, you do the things that I just mentioned: birthdays, holidays, newsletters, promotional emails, including your information in there so you can reconnect with them. And then using all these different tools that we have in here, that's what's going to allow you to get your message in front of that person, stay in front of that person, and that's what's going to create opportunities for you. Now, one of the things that is really most unique about our program is the prospecting part of it. I don't know of another program out there that offers you these kind of tools. You have the CRM, and then you have prospecting. So CRM are clients. You're marketing to your clients. There's a lot of CRMs out there, but when you add in the prospecting part, these are non-clients. So these are, you go out and buy a list somewhere. Maybe you have a list. Maybe you have a list of leads that has email addresses in it. You could upload that, come here to prospecting, import list, upload it. We're going to clean it, and we're going to add it in so you can send an email to it. I don't know where else you could find a tool that'll do that without blowing up, your server or blowing up your email address. And that's the kind of problem. You certainly can't take that to Constant Contact or MailChimp or a lot of these other email systems out there, because they only allow you to upload lists of your clients. You start getting too many bounces, too many complaints, and boom, you're gone. It's over. That's not the way we work. You're sending out emails to your list, and then even more importantly, we have our own database. There's 25 million consumers in our prospect database. You search by state, you drill down by zip code radius. How about birth dates? Is anybody out there trying to connect with people that are turning age 65? How about those turning age 65 next week or next month or next quarter or next year? You can put in an age range and target those people in the consumer database. In some states and in some locations, we have a lot of them, and others we have very few. So you have to go in there and look for yourself. We have other profile information where you can drill down by gender, net worth, income, religion, even tobacco users. Now, we don't know if they're still using tobacco, but at some point they were a tobacco user. So if any of that stuff is important, then you can add that into your user profile, build a list, and then send an email campaign to it. So you don't need to have your own list. You can use our database. It's included with the program. You're not paying extra for it. It's included in the program. There's a business database. So you can search by location, zip code, how about employees, revenue, SIC codes. If you don't know what that is, an NEICS, these are government industry codes. So if you want to target everybody in the automotive industry, or you want to go after plumbers, or you want to go after bakers, then you find the SIC code for it. There's a couple of download links here, and then you come in, find the code, and then you target people that are in that particular industry. You're looking for CEOs, so maybe you want to tackle all of the CEOs or founders or owners. These are all the different titles that are available, and it's real simple. You could find them in the database based upon their title, select one, select them all, and then build and save your list. So it's just that simple as far as building the list. You could save up to 20,000 records per month from our database. You can't export them, but you could send emails to them, and then anybody that opens and clicks, you can export those. You want to send out an email campaign, you could set up a drip campaign now. This is a relatively new feature where you can pick the day of the week and the number of weeks, and then you pick the list or multiple lists that you want to send to, and then it drips. So we're trying to take a lot of the maintenance out of the program. It just drips, drips, drips. And why is that important? Because the persistency of your marketing, excuse me, the persistency is critical to your success. It's like, think about it like this. You're going out fishing and you're in a boat, right? And you're fishing with a net. You go out in the middle of the lake, you row out there, you throw the net out, you pull it back, there's no fish. I mean, are you just going to row back to shore and say, okay, I'll call it a day? No, you're going to go to some other part of the lake. You're going to throw the net out again and again and again. Next time you pull in the net, there might be 10 fish in it. That's the drip strategy. You have to stay consistent, because when you send out emails, you're not going to get them all delivered. And you're certainly not going to get the ones that are delivered. They're not all going to be paid attention to. People aren't going to open and click on every one of them. It just doesn't exist. But some of them will get open. Some of them will get clicked. You're going to create awareness with people that didn't know that you even existed before. And so you're out there fishing all the time. And that's what's going to give you long-term results. So you build that email, build that list, build that email, use one of those templates. We got a ton of different templates in there, some that have no content in them, some that are already pre-written for you. A ton of great templates that have been written by Lochran, Joe Lochran, other people at Levinson that tie into Sell While You Sleep, that tie into all the different Levinson products. They're all in the private gallery, so you can grab those anytime you need them, pop them in. We even have these mobile-ready templates that, these have all been tested. Most all of our templates are going to look really good on a mobile device when somebody looks at them, but these have all been tested. So you want to send out an email to drive traffic to your website. I'm going to talk about the website in a moment. So you want to drive traffic to your website. We have some mobile-ready emails that are ready to go. All you got to do is pop your link in to a button. So it's really just that simple. You put your phone number in, you put your header, which is that picture, that logo, and all your contact information, and then you're off to the races. A lot of these have already got their subject lines, if you want to keep them, already plugged in. So let's talk about the website program, because it ties in really well to the prospecting part of the program. Now, if you're going to have a website, the mortal sin of websites is that you don't do anything with them. You don't promote them. So if you're not promoting a website, it doesn't do you any good. It just sits there. So you have to use email marketing. You have to use online marketing, maybe Facebook or LinkedIn marketing. You have to use some type of a marketing tool to promote your website. So if you have a website like we make available, which has built into it, you don't add it. It's already there for you. It has a get quote page built into it. You fill out this form. Let me just show it to you real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Put something in there. Hit run quote, takes you to a quoting tool. The person puts in their state, all the required information, hits compare now, and here's what they see. They see all the pricing information for all the carriers. They want to play around with it. They can play around with it. Different base amounts, different types of products. There's a bunch of different products in here. Recalculate it. Now they want to take it, show it to their spouse, kind of think about it a little bit. They click on this button, and boom, all of this carrier information here goes in an email to them that you get copied on. So when I filled out that form with all my contact information, you got an email. That's a lead. So now you get an email that says, hey, somebody just ran a quote. Somebody's running a quote on your website. And then here's all their contact information. They come here and they send it to themselves, which is another indication of interest. They get an email from you through our system, and then you get a copy of that as well. Now you can pick up the phone and say, hey, look, I noticed that you ran a quote on the website. I want to call and introduce myself, see if I can answer any questions. That's an introduction. That's a nice, warm introduction. So this is a lead generator. It's automatically built into the Agency Automator website. Same thing goes for scholarship. So you have a scholarship page here that's automatically built in. It's got a form down at the bottom. Somebody fills it out, hits submit, you get an email in your inbox. So these are some great tools that are automatically built in. And there's a lot of other stuff that's automatic in the website. You do have to do some work to get the website up and running, but you know what that work is? That work is telling your story. What's your your personal profile, which is information about you as a sales professional, your background, your education, your licenses. The other is a business profile. Tell us about your products and how you work with clients. Do you do needs analysis? You do estate planning or whatever. That's it. You fill in your user profile, You save all that information. When you get to the website program, you just make a couple decisions, and it's pretty much this, because we have made this as simple as you can imagine, because there's a lot of website programs out there that you've really got to invest a lot of time and brain cells in if you want to make it work. This is ours. You fill in this information in your user profile and save it, then all you're doing here when you get to the website program is you're saying, you know what, okay, here's a big image. This is an image, and we have like over 30 different images, and you could upload your own if you want. That's this big image that's showing up here on the website, so it allows you to personalize it. We're not doing it for you. You can do that yourself. So which means you could change it anytime you want. And then down here, it's like, okay, I want to put, you know, my logo. I want to put my business profile, my signature block, which is all your contact information on this page. And then maybe on the About Us page, I want to put all my personal information, you know, my personal profile, my photo, etc. So all of this information is showing up here, and that's all you're doing. You're just putting in that information, and it's automatically adding into your website. Hang on one second. There it is. Looks like I had a little technical problem here with my mouse. Hang on one second. Bill, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, sorry about that. It looks like something just happened with my mouse. I want to see if I can fix it real quick.
Okay, no problem. By the way, while you're taking, and Kevin's issue right now has nothing to do with Agency Automator. It's his own personal computer.
Yeah.
So I'll make that clear. You know, when you're hearing Kevin go over all of this, just, you know, the wheels should be turning. So you could start to think about, you know, yes, keep focusing on your day-to-day, but have all of this running in the background, and, you know, start thinking about, hey, what ads or videos can I use from Levinson that I can co-brand to start getting out there in the masses? Let me just say one last thing, Kevin, and then you can take it back. You know, when we're done with the webinar today, start looking on your phone, okay? It's free to go on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram and just do a search for life insurance, okay? And then maybe, you know, get creative, indexed universal life or mortgage protection or final expense, and see what your competition is doing. What kind of ads are they running, or pictures or quotes? And then you just take it from there. It's like they always say, you know, you don't have to listen to what I'm saying, just follow what I'm doing. It's the same exact mindset for all of this. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Okay, Kevin, I'm sorry about that. You want to finish up?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry too, because my mouse is kind of lost.
Okay, it's okay.
Lost its battery use, so I'm back. No, I'm back now. I'm good.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, all right. So let me jump back in. So the point I'm making here is that you're storing information about yourself in the contact information, and all you're doing is checking a couple boxes, making a couple decisions here on the actual control panel for the website, and then that's it. You know, you're just plugging information in. Now, all the things Bill was just telling you about the Sell While You Sleep program and all the new things, the Insure Me Now programs that are coming, we have a spot for it that's ready to go. So we have a tab here that you can add in, and then you can paste in your link. And then when somebody goes to your website, then what they're going to see on this page is it's going to take them right to your Insure Me Now, your Sell While You Sleep program. So your clients and your prospects that navigate to that particular page are going to be able to go right to that Sell While You Sleep. And they can still run quotes. They can look at your message board, which is just a kind of a composition of all the different promotional emails that you've been sending out. So it acts kind of like a little blog or message board. Calculators. There's even a video page here where you can upload your own videos. And there's a lot of videos that have already been preloaded for you by Levinson that are already in here. So all you got to do is, again, to get this thing up and running, because I talk to agents all the time, and they're kind of lost a little bit. But when I start to get into just how simple it is, by filling out that contact information and then coming here, making a couple decisions, and hitting that publish button down at the bottom, now they have an instant website. And that website, you have all these tools like calculators, message board, get quote, contact, video, scholarship. All those are already preloaded for you. So you don't have to mess with those. They're already built into the Agency Automator website. So it's a really cool tool. And what I want to do is go back to where I was before with prospecting and kind of draw that connection, build that bridge between what I was telling you. So when somebody is in here building an email, and let's say they're going to build a quoting email, you click here, select, you read through it. Now everything in here you can change. So you don't like some of the wording, everything in the editor you can change. That's why, it's in an editor, so you can adjust it. But right here, you go back to that part of the website. So let's say you want to put in a quoting page. So all you got to do is copy the URL, come back in here, paste it right into the button, and you now have made a connection between your email and your quoting page or whatever other page you want. Maybe, your Sell While You Sleep page, your scholarship page. We have email templates in the system for scholarship. We have them in there for Sell While You Sleep. They're in there for running a quote. So that connection has instantly been made between the email message that you're going to send out and your website. So from a success story standpoint, let me just point out where, as I'm interacting with other agents out there, where they're having some success is making that connection between the email and the website. You're using the email message to actively promote your website. Just like when Sell While You Sleep gets launched, you're going to do exactly the same thing. Sell While You Sleep is a wonderful program, but people aren't going to know about it until you tell them about it, until you market it to them. And that's what the email program is there to do. And we have, again, a lot of ready-to-use templates that are kind of plug and play. You put the information in, put the link in, and then you get it out there, and then you start to track the results. So as you're tracking results, we have a tracking page, which is going to show you all the results of your campaign. So if you set up some recurring campaigns, you'll see those here. You'll see how long they're going to run, how many weeks. Any scheduled campaigns sit up there. As soon as it hits the date, it falls down to this table. You can see who you sent to. You can see what your subject line was, all the information, when you sent it, how many were sent, how many people opened it. And then you can start to see who's opening, who's clicking. So one of the things that email does that nothing else does, no other marketing does, is that it actually tells you who's interacting with your email message. So if I get an email from you from an Agency Automator, and I open it, and it may be only one of like 10 or emails that I've looked at, out of my email list. So people don't look at all their emails. So if I've looked at it, it's actually a big deal. So now I look at it, it's going to be registered as an open inside of the tracking system. And here's all the contact information on that person. So if you want to follow up with them, then just give them a call. Now, if they go into the email and look at it and they click on a button like I just showed you, then that's going to show up as a click. So you come here to the click report, and then all the contact information for those clickers is going to show up here. So these are the people you definitely want to follow up with. These are great lead opportunities. Follow up with them. Just call up and try to make a connection with them, introduce yourself, and see where that goes. Now, one of the tools that we've recently added in that's very popular in the program now is that you can send yourself, or the system will send you an email for any open or click that occurs. So you send out a prospecting email. I mean, sometimes you may not remember to go back to the tracking page and see what the results are, see who's opened and clicked. So you don't need to remember now. All you got to do is set this to send you an open and click email notification. So I get your email, I open it, boom, you get an email from the system that says, Kevin just opened your email. Here's the subject line of the email that was sent so you remember. Here's his name, here's his phone number, here's his email address. If I click, then you're going to get another email that says, this is a clicker. So somebody that clicks. You know the difference between the two, but you get instant notification if you set up this optional feature. So that is an opportunity. That's a lead opportunity to call that person and try to make a connection. So it's proactive. There's other tools here where you can automatically move the opens and clicks from that prospect campaign right into the CRM. So it's what we call harvesting. You're sending out emails to people that are not clients, that don't know you. They engage with your email by opening and clicking on it, and then you can move them right to the CRM. And why is that important? One, it gets them out of that prospect kind of silo, moves them over to the CRM silo where all your other clients are, and you can send unlimited emails to them. And if there's a birth date in the record, so if you built, let's say you built a list in our consumer database that had email or had birth dates in it, then those birth dates are going to get carried forward and populated into the CRM record. So now they're going to get your birth date emails. Because they're in your CRM, they'll get your holiday emails. So now you start treating them like, a client. And that's an opportunity for you to continually build upon that little ember of a relationship that you created when they opened or clicked on your email. Now, some other tools that we have here, we have an agent recruiting tool. So let me flip back here. So on agent recruiting, it works much the same as prospecting, but it's a different database. So if you want to recruit a downline of agents, we have over 400,000 agents in our database. So we have agents and we have securities reps or FINRA reps. You can search and find them by their location, state, zip code, county, etc., license type, birth year, how long they've been in the business. You could exclude all known captives like State Farm and Allstate just by clicking on a button. And so you can build your list and send it out exactly in the same way that we talked about on the prospecting side. And we have recruiting templates. There's some in the private gallery that you can grab. And then there's a recruiting tab here where you can go in and build that. And if you need something special, you can always talk to a Levinson person. If you need something special, you're going to be recruiting for a very specific product line or purpose, then you can always interact with them. I'd be happy to talk to you about it as well. So CRM, prospecting, agent recruiting, website, and then AsureWorks. AsureWorks is a third-party program, so you do pay for it separately. But we're so excited about this program and what it can do for agents that we added it into our toolbar. So by adding it in, and we give you access to it, and this is a phenomenal program for agents that want to do Facebook and website advertising. So if you ever thought about doing any kind of Facebook advertising, because we're all on Facebook. I mean, they got 2 billion people online. So that we're on Facebook at some point, we're checking all the messages, and you see all the ads in between the messages. You see them right away. Maybe you click on a few of them. So that's the kind of ad that we're talking about. So you can build an AsureWorks ad very simply just by creating a message. So it's going to look something like this. You use their ad builder program, and you have a little message like in this one I built for a guy, for one of our agents, and it's just an online quoting tool. So you just fill in the header, you put a little tagline, you add a link into it, and then this ad can then be displayed on websites that have sponsored ads like Yahoo Finance and 1,000 other ones that are out there that people go to all the time. Will also be displayed on Facebook. So you have a couple different options with AsureWorks. You can choose a zip code version of the program, which means you're targeting people that are in a specific zip code. So it's location targeted. And then those people that are doing insurance searches in that zip code, that's AsureWorks is going to try to place your ad in front of their face. There's another version of the program called a database. So this is a really cool program. So if you have a bunch of opens and clicks from your email campaigns, you can load them into the database and send, and display ads to them. If you want to go out and buy a list of doctors or lawyers or, people that are turning age 65 or those that are already retired or whatever it is, if you can get a list that's got an email address, you upload it to the system and your ads will be targeted to them no matter where they live and no matter what kind of searches that they're doing. They're out there searching for the local Starbucks and they end up on Facebook or they end up on some website that has sponsored ads, then AsureWorks is going to try to place your ad. Very inexpensive, very easy to use. $59 a month for the zip code program. You get 5,000 ad views a month. You can buy up the zip code is only sold 3 times. So you could buy all 3 slots, or you can buy one. It's up to you. And then the database program, you get 2,500 ad views for $99 a month. So really cool program, and it gives you that additional reach and that additional opportunity to try to drive traffic to your website. So once you build that website and you've got all these great tools in it, like the life insurance quoting tool, the sell while you sleep tools, the scholarship tools, again, you have to drive traffic to that website if you're going to get any action. And you need tools like this, like email and AssureWorks, to drive traffic, because there really is not that many of them out there, that are real traffic drivers. So online marketing and email marketing are the 2 primary drivers. So you want to build an online business, you want to build sales online, then you have to use those kind of tools. So Bill, anything else you want me to go over?
No. That was great. In fact, we got just a few more minutes left, and then we'll wrap up right at 4 Eastern here. Thank you, Kevin. And by the way, so Kevin's online live webinar trainings are literally every single day. We pick a different topic. We'll show them at the end, and you can jump on whenever it's convenient for you. I always recommend having an admin assistant or your son or daughter or some kind of help on with you as well. You can ask questions, and it's live and interactive. So, okay, real quick, Andrew is going to just go over, we have 2 white papers that are all free handouts. I think everybody can utilize these and to help you understand a little more. And then, Andrew, do you want to touch on the testimonial quickly, and then we'll give away our tablet and wrap up?
Absolutely, Bill. Thanks so much. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly run through this and give it back to Bill to get that tablet out to you guys. But I just want to quickly show you a testimonial that came in from an agent. I believe he's on the call with us today. But, all this stuff is great from Kevin and from Bill and I. And, we really believe in this program and platform, or we wouldn't be talking about it. But it's nice to see something in action actually work. So I won't read the whole thing there, but if you read this, our agent, Cliff, used the program for the first time. And then within 1 week, he got somebody on his website through an email campaign. They went to run a quote, just like what Kevin showed. They actually got a consultation with the agent, and an application was submitted within the first week of using Agency Automator. So obviously those results don't happen every day of the week, but it's proof that this works, that if you just put in the time, good things happen. And just get yourself out there and start marketing. So I just really wanted to take a minute and show what Cliff was doing and what many of our agents across the country are doing. Next, I want to go over here. Let me just move forward. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. Social media guide. So we have an on-retainer social media consultant. So if you are a little lost and you're not quite sure what the first step is to do, we do have somebody that we can have you speak with, and he'll give you great options on how to develop ad campaigns and postings and, get your name out there, get relevant. We also, Bill flew up to New York to meet with Gary Vaynerchuk, so definitely check out that webinar where we actually created these white papers with Gary, and these white papers that are available for download go over the tips and tricks on what you should be doing when you set up an ad campaign on Facebook or when you develop any type of social media marketing strategy using Instagram. So check these out, get on these, download them, give our marketing team a call. We can help you get set up if you're not already using social media to promote your business. Also, same thing goes for YouTube. We have an ultimate YouTube business plan that was created along with Gary, where we have a white paper you can download where it goes through all the steps you need to put up a YouTube page, get it out there, make it effective, get your message clear and concise, and drive more traffic to what you do with your agency. So definitely won't spend a ton of time here due to sake of time, but definitely get to that and download. Last thing here, getting started, you go to our website, carrielevinson.com, agent tools, you'll see there Agency Automator. Go ahead and put in your name and information if you're not already with the program, and one of us will reach out to you here and get you started. Okay, so make sure you get there at carrielevinson.com. Last thing, Kevin did mention this, we do trainings every day of the week, Monday through Friday. If you feel this is a little cumbersome or a little too much and you just need a little bit extra training, The Friday training is especially important because that really ties everything together, and we have agents on the line talking about best practices, what works, what doesn't work, and what Kevin has seen as different strategies can help you in your journey. So definitely get on these trainings as well. And on 8/23, as Bill mentioned, the IUL Masterclass is coming to South Florida. So if you haven't already booked that, or you have interest in coming down here, let us know and we'll get you enrolled ASAP. I'll get it back to Bill and he'll go over the rest of the details here. Bill?
Good stuff, Andrew. By the way, we're just about done, literally a minute and a half, and we'll close out. So the IUL Masterclass is August 23rd. We're going to include details in the thank you email. Try to get down here for that, especially if you're local or in South or Central Florida. Andrew, if you can mute the lines, that would be great. Okay, and I also want to say it's very important as we move to the last slide here. There's a lot of moving parts, and it could get very time consuming and cumbersome, as Andrew said, and complex, and we want to simplify this for you. So if you start small, okay, get on some of these weekly trainings, and what's neat about Kevin's webinar trainings is you can ask questions, and the goal is to make sure you're comfortable. So we don't care if you're on every one of them for 3 months straight. Okay, we want to make sure that you're comfortable, but start small. Start to run some searches on your own. Look at what other agents, especially some of the younger generation, they're very creative with this online marketing or social media marketing. So imagine with your wisdom, right, and the insurance experience you have, but using one of these other ads, maybe tweaking it a little bit, you're going to be off to the races, okay? So if you want to start small and see how it works, it's going to take some time. You have to be patient, but just think about this. Focus on your day-to-day. Have this running in the background little by little, a little more each week, a little more each month, have some help. I don't care if it's your son or daughter, grandkids, assistant, whatever it is, but it's well worth your time because this is the future. When I see these young agents, 19, 20, 25, they're marketing left and right every time you go on social media, and they're communicating to your clients. So I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time where that client that's been yours for 22 years is going to see something interesting, reach out. You just lost a client in your book. Okay, it's going to happen if it didn't already happen. So please be proactive. Let's make this happen for yourself. Okay, so real quick, that's our Positive Tuesday 1-minute video on the Sell While You Sleep platform. That's what you're looking at in front of you. It's on all of our social media pages on our website. Take a peek at it. We'll include it in the thank you email. I'm going to end with this. We're going to give away the free tablet. I'm also going to say another exclusive program called Legacy Armor we're offering to all of our agents for free. Okay, you will see that in the next couple weeks launched. Just think of like an online vault for your clients, like a safe deposit box at Bank of America, but it's online, very, very secure. Your client and their beneficiary is the only one that has access, and they keep everything stored online in case they pass. The beneficiaries or kids can go in and see all of passwords and life insurance information and last wishes, and it's going to be another feather in your cap, another tool in your toolbox, so you could go out and create new prospects to speak to. So more to come. With that said, the tablet winner number 100 is Miss Nin. That's Miss Nin, N-I-N-H. Congratulations. We'll mail your free tablet. Have a great rest of the week, a good weekend, great selling. Thanks again, and take care.